welcome to Real People, Real Stories. This is where we have real stories with real people. And so today we have a new guest with us, and I'll want you to introduce yourself just shortly. You can say your name, and we can take it on from there.
Thank you for having me, Raul. My name is Andrew Kimani. I'm glad. Thank you for introducing me as a real person. I'm not sure if I was doubting that part. I am a Christian. I tell people I'm a sinner saved by grace.
Okay. Okay, welcome, Andrew. So we'll refer to Andrew. Where we want to start off today, I've known you for many years, but I've never known your story on how you grew up. And what was your earliest memory as a child?
Whoa, my earliest memory as a child would be that I grew up pretty decent. Okay, I grew up in a Christian home. My granddad was a reverend. My family is church. I'm both Catholic and Pentecostal. My granddad was a reverend in the AIC church, and I grew up Christian. My earliest memories would be my granddad, would be my mom praying, would be me getting affirmation from books when I was very young, because I could read at a pretty early age.
Okay. And where was this? Where did you grow up?
I was born in Kibera, in Olympic, and then we moved to not too far from here. Okay.
Okay, so you mentioned your granddad. Yeah. And your dad and your mom and your siblings?
Yes, my granddad was a reverend. My dad is a staunch. My family is all Christian, very serious Christian. My dad is a staunch Catholic. My mom is very, very Christian. I think some of you may know my mom. She's a very prayerful woman. Yes, my siblings as well. We were all brought up in church, and I am just fortunate. To be honest, I did not grow up in I cannot say I grew up in lack, to be honest.
How many siblings do you have?
I have my brothers. I have siblings. I have my brothers younger than me. I have my sister who's older than me. Yes, and two brothers. One of my brothers lives in the US, and they have a brother here and a sister here.
You said you grew up in Olympic, Kibera.
Yes, but not grew up. I was born there.
You were born there.
Yeah.
Then you moved to, where did you move to?
We moved to Ngumo.
Ngumo.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's how you also attended Baptist Church at that time?
Now that's where the magic is, because I have gone through all the Catholic like rites of passage. Okay. Yeah, I grew up in a Catholic. My dad is Catholic. Okay, and so I grew up Catholic and Arabic Baptist.
You're a mixture of both.
A mixture
and
of
your
both.
Mom was also Catholic?
No, my mom is here. Arabic Baptist through and through. So, but my dad, I followed my dad quite a bit. Yes.
So when you're growing up, you're going to both churches as a child?
Actually, earlier on, I was going to, personally, my siblings, yes, were coming to Arabic Baptist quite a bit. I went to the Catholic church quite a bit as well. So as we grew up, now as you grow up, as you mature, then you start now finding your own way, and that's where people change.
Okay, is that because you were closer with your dad? Or
no, because my dad is old school.
Oh, okay.
My dad is old school.
What does that mean?
And I was born up Christian, and one of the things is honor your father and your mother. And so basically when your parents speak, you follow where they ask you to go. So that means that born in a Catholic, with a Catholic background, then you will follow that. Okay. Yes.
So by old school, what do you mean by your dad was
old school? Is, you see today, and Nairobi Baptist, I think, is ahead in that score, because we've got ropes, we've got impact, we've got the young people have a voice. Yeah. I think when I grew up, there was this thought concept, we used to feel, I didn't have it too much, but I know that there was this concept of children are meant to be seen, not heard. Okay? You cannot answer back, basically, but to be serious, it was more about respect your elders, do not answer back. You know what I mean? So if you're asked to go left, you go left. You're told to go right, you go right. Today, in my interactions with different people, I'm a counselor, so in my interactions with different people and with the youth, I find that then the youth are able to speak, even from a very early age. I've had parents who come and They bring their children to be spoken to, and they say, "Oh, he's doing this, that, the other." But it's actually because we've let children at a very early age try and speak out, but they're not mature enough to make solid decisions.
And your mom,
Yes,
with your other siblings, was going to Nairobi Baptist.
Yes.
You and your dad.
No. So how can I put this? So you grow up when we go to the Catholic Church. We used to go to Guadalupe, then we used to go to Holy Family.
Guadalupe is on Adams.
Yes, Guadalupe is on Adams,
Okay.
and then Holy Family as well. So we go as a family, okay. But then when people have a chance, they'll come back and come to Nairobi Baptist after that.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
but that space for me is a bit. It's a bit hazy in a sense, because I know my mom was always here, my family, the rest of my aunties, uncles, a lot of them were also part of the Nairobi Baptist Church. So I always had family in Nairobi Baptist Church. So I still would come and do functions here. I've done Word of Life, I've done that whole route as well. So there was that too.
That's interesting. And on school, where did you go to?
I was in school in Lavington. I was in Lavington Primary, then I did my high school in Kagumo, in Nyeri, okay. Then came back, and then from there it's been a bit of different things after that.
How was school in Lavington Primary?
Lavington was good. I was blessed in that I loved books. I loved academics. As I said earlier, being applauded for reading at a very early age. So I learned how to read and write very early. I love books. I've loved books through and through, and I immersed myself in books. So my pride was always how high can I get? How many marks can I blow it? All of it, and so those memories are still vivid. The friends I made in Lavington Primary were solid friends. We had I had a fantastic headmistress in Lavington. She's actually a member of Nairobi Baptist as well. Yeah, and I think that was a very good foundation, I must say.
So when you transitioned into high school, Kangumo, you said Kangumo?
Kagumo.
Kagumo.
You do. Hey.
Kagumo is, where is it?
Kagumo is in Nyeri.
Oh, in
It's in Nyeri. At that time it was a provincial school. But what happened is that that may be where a lot of my stories began, because I wanted to be top, and I was not very happy with what I got in my KCP. I wanted to be top, and I did not exactly get what I wanted. I think I joked a bit at the end, but so when I went to Nyeri, as far as I was concerned, it was a punishment. I had never been. I'm not from that side of the country, so I'd never been. And for me, that was like, why am I being taken to some place I've never even been here? You know, when you interact with people of a different culture, it is my culture, but I see them from a different light, okay? And so that
because you are in Nairobi?
Yes. So I was born and brought up in Nairobi, gone to school in here in Nairobi. Then I have to go to boarding school. And it's the first time I'm going to boarding school in Form 1, and I'm going to boarding school in a place whereby, because you're from Nairobi at that time, you're stigmatized. Okay, because what they say, it was a provincial school. Today it's a national school. And it's a fantastic school, I dare say. Okay, and I know this. Okay, for all intents and purposes. But again, you remember hindsight. I don't even know hindsight has 20/20 vision.
I know.
Right? So it's a fantastic school. But at that time, because it was a provincial school, most of their students were from Nyeri County, Central Province, actually. What was the Central Province? That's Murang'a, Nyeri, Kirinyaga, that whole space, like that. And so what happened is that then if you are from Nairobi, you are counted people, and you are regarded that you're the people who could not fit into a school in Nairobi, so you had to be sent to that side.
Were you called to that school?
No.
You were sent
I was in Nairobi, so it's because my first choice was Mango, actually.
Okay.
Because I did not get that, then I asked if I can get another school now, so that's how I went there.
So when you went to, now you're detached from your parents, and now you're living alone.
Yes.
How was your relationship with your parents at that time?
Well, with my parents.
With your dad?
So for me, it's been, so my mom is very prayerful, and she was a teacher, so she was always there. As I said, my mom has always been around praying. My dad's been in and out of the country at that time from an early age, so he was always very busy. I think my relationship with them was parent and son. relationship. That's the best I can put it. Because at that time everything was defined. You know where you can reach, you know what you can do. You know what I mean? So there was that. That was where it was. And I knew the way I knew to get accolades or affirmation was books. If I excel, everybody's happy. That's the best way I can explain it.
Were they putting pressure on you on your academics?
They didn't have to.
You're doing well already.
By the grace of God. By the grace of God, I was fortunate to that one.